Hello from the historical city of Warsaw, Poland. So, as you can see in the floor, the weather is not that good. It's rainy, windy, and breezy, and the police car is chasing someone. Let's have a walk now and let's look at the night views of this city. There's not much people now. Maybe it's 10 p.m. It's night now, and I think it's a castle. And I'll have a walk around the city, and you can see there. Actually, this is called the old town of the Warsaw. The new city center is like 2 kilometers from here. 30 minutes walking distance. And it's like the end of April, but summer hasn't started yet. You can see the restaurants light, but it's not like the typical European cities. It's much darker than the usual cities. And you can see a statue. Here you can see it's written in the Polish language. The temperature is around 5 to 6 degrees, so it's quite cold here now. And you can see the old pictures around here. We know everyone why this old city is famous, and you can see like this. The war-torn Warsaw after 1945. Everything is a rubble, and then this city turned into this. Here you can see the royal castle. It's written in English. The year 2021 marks of the 50th century of the commencement of work, so 50 years ago. This is like a arena, or you can say a walking tour like place. You can see the place is huge, and people from different world came here today to witness this historic city. You can see a McDonald's there. The Castle Inn, maybe it's a hotel. Yeah, so you can see there is not much people here. Maybe at the morning there will be much more people than now. Yeah, there are just police cars and the views of the castles. You can see the whole view of this old town here from here. The castle, and the bell is ringing. You can see it's maybe a souvenir place. Yeah, you can see the war-based things like the Polish resistance logos and the old people. Most of the things are related to the World War II monuments. This place is famous, like the tenements, churches, cathedrals, everything. So in Poland, the euros doesn't work. They don't use euros. It's the currency they use is called Polish zloty. These are most of the restaurants here. So I can say, like in the typical European cities, there are lots of lights there, but here there is not much. I think these are closed. Yep. Here you can see the beautiful buildings, the old architecture of this city. The straight ahead is the Museum Warsaw. The restaurants and everything is closed. Here it's open, I think. So it's in the central of the whole town. Maybe it's expensive, the restaurants. So for visiting these things, I have to come at the morning, especially from morning to actually evening. These things will be lively, but now it's like everything closed, no people, but you can still walk. There are not much people here. 70 years ago, the Nazi Germany bombed this whole Warsaw city, including this old town. And maybe people are inside of that house and everything burned. But now it's rearranged and renovated. So this is the part of the Museum Warsaw also. Nearly 10 p.m. Nice alleyways of this beautiful city, old town. Oh, I think it's a river. I forgot the name of the river. Yeah, I forgot. Here, I can go this way because there is some lively music from here. It's also the part of Museum of Warsaw. So the typical European cities, people are singing. Now you can see a bunch of tourists. I think these are from some organizations and they're just walking and came for lunch, dinner in a restaurant, or came for a walk. Look at this beautiful city. This is, I think, a church. Yeah, it's a church. Look at these empty roads downhill and the old Baroque architecture. So in like every European cities, there are restaurants, and there are restaurants beside the house. I mean, the outside restaurants, and also you can see different types of cycles are hanging, and also e-scooters. There are lots of e-scooters available. People ride these e-scooters to go from here to there, and the tourists can also take this. So there are different types of companies like Lime and like Voy and different type of companies. They will charge like 0.2 euros per minute. So yeah, it's you can if you can ride the cycle, you can balance the e-scooters pretty well, so you can go different places by these scooters. And here you can see another, I think it's a synagogue, the prayer hall for the Jewish community, but I'm not sure. Podkomoryanka. You can see the Polish flag and the Ukrainian flag. The Brotherhood. So here the museums will be full of like the World War II things, like the remnants and everything, like the history, which is still people can reminiscent in this museum. So there's much things to see in the museums, so it will be worth if you visit. There are still the Warsaw ghetto remnants here in Warsaw, Old Town. You can see. So if I say something like this Old Town area, there is not much light, not many people. I mean, I can say just barely some people around here, but you can enjoy the peace here. It's peaceful, and I think it's safe also. So if you have 1 day or 2 days for visiting Warsaw, you can visit the old town like 1 hour. You can roam around. This will be worth it at night, and obviously at daytime, because the night are much darker. You can see here the bicycle stand, and you can pick any of them from this. Like you have to just, it's written here, like you have to just download the app and just scan the QR code and just write. It's quite easy. Let's go downstairs and let's see what's there. There I can see a lots of people there, and a water show. I think this is the water show. It was happening a few minutes ago. Now it stopped, and a bit straight ahead there is the river Vistula, the famous river of Warsaw, and you can see the night lights are here, and it's like a park. And I think this portion is the end of the old town area, and the new town starts from here. But I'm going to the old town again because it's more beautiful than the new town. I mean, if you want to see the typical European architectural buildings, the old historical sites, then the old town is the perfect example of a European city. So now it's raining a bit again, and I have to go to my hostel. So here, if I say about the expenses, like it's not that expensive but not that cheap too. I mean, it's medium, but I can say a bit higher than medium, because the restaurants cost in the city centers are a bit expensive, but you have to find the restaurants which are not close to the city center, which are far, that will be in reasonable price. And the hostel that I'm staying costed me around 12 euros, which is not including the breakfast, so it's quite okay, I can say, because in Italy and France the hostel price is much higher than this. So yeah, so there is a bit up and down of different cities, but comparatively this old town is a beautiful area to explore. So you can come both at the night time and both at nighttime and daytime. Now you can see a lots of car are parking here, because here you can see the Royal Castle again. So I'm here again, back to the last place where I started. So these are some of the footages that I took, like captured the nightlife of this beautiful old town of Warsaw. You can come and pay a visit. Now it's like past 11 p.m. so I have to go back to my hostel and sleep for a bit, and tomorrow I'll come back again and see this city a bit. Oh, so see ya into a next video, maybe tomorrow morning.